3,200 the last 8 trading days on opening range trades.
Nice. Easy
Trading
peasy.
one lot, trading 1 lot in crude and 5 micros in gold.
Micro Bitcoin about to run. Yeah.
You saw that in the chat, yeah.
Yep. I actually have it on I'm watching it. Yep.
New high, 108,365 in Bitcoin spot market.
JD, we just traded right to the IB high in gold and fell off.
We want to just get out of it. Is it time to flatten all? People are laughing about me shuffling papers in the background. I am a pen on paper kind of guy when I'm sitting at my desk. I got the pen in my hand at all
I'm with you,
JD. You might hear it clicking pretty often. That's me.
Real trading.
With you, JD. Yep. You got to write down your journal too. Just seems to stick better if I write it down.
Yeah.
Who wants to know where the notepad is? It's right next to my trigger finger, Hoop. There it is.
Yeah, my handy dandy Top Step clipboard here. All right. JD, what do we do with this? Do we just let it play? Do we move the stop
tell you what,
just above the session high?
Let's let it marinate for another second. Yeah, let's let it marinate for another minute. I'm going to go over some P&Ls real quick.
All right.
See where the market's at after we finish this. All right, here are yesterday's best live funded P&Ls. We've got Owan and Ubraj trading the NQ. 17,560 for one. Owen, and $10,050 for Ubraj. Chunlin trading the ES. $5,437 for Chunlin. Our guy Dakota, number 5 on the big board, $4,242 and $4,242 in total profits, trading gold and the Nasdaq. Dropped about 150 in gold, made up the rest in the NQ yesterday. So a pretty decent day for Dakota. Then Regina rounds out the top 5, trading the NQ, $3,991 for Regina. Excellent P&Ls for our live funded traders. Next up, we got some payout numbers. Mid-week payouts, here they are. Pranaran, no stranger to Top Step TV. Pranaran's been on a couple of our lists throughout our tenure on Top Step TV. But back on the mix, taking a $22,000 payout yesterday. Ezra took $20,000. George T, another popular name. We've seen him quite a bit on our P&L list and payout list the last couple of months. Taking another 20 grand out of the live markets. Justin O on the big board. He's in the top 25, $17,000. And Paulo, $16,111 payout yesterday. Big shout out to these traders lining their pockets with real money from the real markets. Pro ball trading. That's what we say now.
Thank you very much, JD.
You
Andre,
are welcome.
Back.
I didn't know they were going to break the trade down that long. Yes, I am back. I never left, Jack. How would they know if I left? They never saw one way or another. But yes, I am back. Yes. Let's take a look. These markets, man. Jay, you are still in this trade, this gold trade. How's the concept of this marathon trade as well? Yeah, Marie, also in a trade. Everyone's got a trade on. Everyone's just chilling. Take a look at the Nasdaq. Let's go around the horn here. 21,415 in the Nasdaq. 59.27 last trade in the ES. Crude, $62.08. Gold, $33.08. 50-50 on the tilt across the board. Coming into the top of the hour in about 5 minutes. We do have another VIP check-in. Let's see if Nasdaq wants to go test these highs. About 20 points to go. 19 points to go now. Those highs, 21,441.
Hey, Marie, are you still in that S&P short?
No, I actually went long.
Oh.
I should have stayed in the short, but I was a sell at hands, and so I did not.
Where are you
But
long from?
I am long from 59 to 59 30 50.
Okay, right here. Okay.
59
All right.
31. Sorry.
Same prices. All right. Nasdaq's going to move first. Might be leading the way higher here. Catching a bid. 10 points ago. Now 9 points ago. Here we go. Closing in on highs right now. 2 points. There we go. New highs. Nasdaq,
Yeah.
21,447. Just printed. ES lagging a little bit. Taking some move to the upside here in the Nasdaq. The ES go.
Man,
S&P's follow.
Bitcoin is screaming,
Is that what's going on, right? Okay. Where we at right now?
screaming higher.
108.87.
Ooh.
S&Ps are stuck in the
Yeah.
mud.
S&Ps,
gold?
gold,
Gold stuck in
everything.
this mud.
Yeah, I'm about to
Yep.
take the $12 here. It's a terrible hourly rate, but
Ah,
Well, you're taking off the gold trade?
I may just take it off and wait for a volume. If it's going to move, it'll give me an opportunity to get into it.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm thinking about, is the mental capital I'm spending on this trade, or I could just not look at it again. But is it worth whatever the risk is on this trade?
hmm
SPX bounced off of a really important support ledge at 5902, just as an FYI.
Yeah, that
We
5,900.
stopped making, yeah, big number, big number. And we stopped making new lows and advancers to decliners on the NYSE. That number is negative 1,500 and
Really?
then some. So, yeah, advancers to decliners, a lot more decliners. And we don't normally end up this low on the average day. And so we could see a bounce. The bonds also um just upticked a little bit, and for the
They
first
did.
time really we are above the low of the prior day in the ES and just sort of creeping to the north. I would not be surprised if we see a topping formation in micro Bitcoin here. I've moved to a 2-minute chart because it's coming up against the daily implied vol, the expected move. So if it jams up and through that, I'm going to watch for it to fail, and that'll open up a potential short into the support zone.
What price will that be?
That would be, I'd like to enter somewhere around 10. Where are we? 10. I'm blind as a bat, folks. Hang
All
on.
good. NQ's making new highs here. 21,456.
Yeah.
That's rate 454. Crude might be looking to the downside. Tilt's just chilling right now. Nasdaq is woken up, pushing higher here.
109,300. But it's
109.
got to
Okay.
get below that level on a failed retest. So now we're pushing things out. I think the ES has got itself a little bit of a bid right now, so we'll see.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Let's see if we get the follow through. The bond scalp is kind of working out.
Yep. Yep.
Buying with the yield above 5%. A lot of buyers there at 5%. What's your target, Anne-Marie?
My target would be the 50% range of the opening Globex. That's about 59.41.
Mhm.
And then if it behaves nicely, 59.54. and there's the rejection in Bitcoin, but we expect the buyers to sort of try and hold this space unless it falls like a stone, and then
Then everyone's got a game plan, Anne Marie, right? Everyone's got a game plan until you get punched in the face. I get it though.
until they
I love
get
talking
punched
out
in the
these trades.
face.
It's true, but I love talking it out here in real time. That's what we do. That's what you get on Top Step TV, day in, day out, bell to bell. If you want to be part of Top Step TV, if you want to be part of this wild circus that we call Top Step TV, real transparency, real traders, always positive, good vibes around here, supporting one another. How do you do it? Casting call. Boom. You see it there on the screen. We're looking for traders who want to come on Top Step TV, trade live with us, share their story. You see new people coming in all the time. We want new, fresh faces, as well as the ones that you're so used to and love. Got the form pinned to the chat. Let's get that up there. But yes, open casting call for Top Step TV. See if you got the goods to come on here, share your story, share your trading, open up some ideas, open minds to things perhaps they didn't see.
So I need to check my camera settings. As someone pointed out in the chat, I am very white, but I'm not as white as I'm showing up on screen right now. Through my lighting and the green screen sensors.
That
Like,
mountain,
I
man.
promise you, I don't look like this.
Well, I mean, what do you mean you don't look like? I'm not even gonna go.
I'm not. I don't have electric light washout in real life unless I'm standing underneath a very electric light. I did look like this when I was working nights. There's some pictures from back then where
those days.
Yeah, that was something else. Oh, Andrea, I don't know if you got them yet, but those photos I sent of my proposed venue. No rush.
Venue
Yeah,
for?
Well, for our NVIDIA watch party.
Oh, God.
Maybe I can't get it going this time, but
doing this. We're really doing this. Andrew's laughing back there. I'm wearing sunglasses because of Jack. Man, Jack's taking shots right now. Hey, look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq's pushing higher here. 21,462. Just printed highs 465. 20,465. Oh, I see what's coming. ES just will not follow yet. I got the.
Yeah, I was just gonna say yet. It looks like it wants to go.
Yeah. Go.
Here, I'll make myself very red instead.
Wow, sunburnt.
Toasted.
Here we go.
Ooh. I just ran a
20,466.
bunch
Come
of
on.
stops in Bitcoin. Look at that. They're just running a ton of stops at that expected
we
move.
Might have some headlines. What we got here? Nothing yet. And push Nasdaq, not done. ES finally woke up. ES not the highs yet, about 5 points to go there. 59.39 last trade in the ES. 21,478. Can we get to the 500s? We're in that holding pattern for a good hour or so in the Nasdaq from range to range. Now we are breaking out to the upside. No volume. Jay, the volume. Give me a breakdown on the overall volume. I know you were going to do a line shift here, Jay, but tell me what you're seeing on the overall volume before you get out of here. Just
yeah, let's take a look. So over the past couple of days in the equities, volume is decreasing, right? We haven't had a day above average volume in the past 7 days in the equities, and I think it's not surprising that we're kind of sitting in this range that we're in right now. There is a decent amount, and we saw it at the highs in February, right before we kind of sold off. There is still a decent amount of trading going on in this range, and it's not directional. So, like we said, it's building momentum for a move in a direction.
Yeah.
Whatever that first daily volume spike is, that is probably going to be the direction for the next 2 weeks or so. Kind of how we're consolidating right now. It's just building momentum for the next move.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Andre, I got the picks ready for my proposed venue.
Look at this spot.
Andrea, hit us.
Oof.
Here we go.
Yikes. Yeah.
Right Liquors.
So what is this
cocktail lounge. Well, it's a
Stop
cocktail lounge in the same way that Rikers Island is an apartment in New York.
So bad. Place is awful. This place is
I
awesome.
love
Does
this
anyone in the
place.
chat know right
Seriously.
liquors? Does anyone know this
Inside
place?
you have an actual like liquor store bodega. You can see there you get your box wine, you get your ice house. But it's also a bar. So this would be the interior. This is where we can watch NVIDIA earnings. We go to the last picture here. Here we are.
There's not even a TV in there, Jack.
It's my
There
kind of
is. You
place.
see it up there?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is a place. Let me know in the chat if you have gone the right liquors. I went there many a time back in the day. I don't think my wife lets me go there anymore, but I did go there the night before my wedding, and everything turned out fine.
Got a lot of options on that bar.
Yeah, and you can buy
Jay,
them and just walk out with them.
Oh, wow.
Jay, when you're in town, I'll show you that place. We'll walk by. We're
Slashy.
not going. We're
We'll
not
walk
going.
by.
We'll walk by.
Hey, here we go. Gold waking up a little bit.
Well, he's waking up. We'll push to the upside. 33.11. Finally, he got off that overnight VWAP, pushing higher. Overnight VWAP 33.05. Coming into the bottom of the hour. The bottom of the hour is also the London close. 23 minutes. Folders are good. Let me know. Do know we have got D in the green room. Very, very excited for this. Hi, D. You just threw a peace sign. Yes, yes, yes. Got some exciting news about D. She's a head coach of the Chameleonaire. Also see her on the Euro trade, but we got something cooler to do. I'll let her break the big news when she comes on in. Get Nasdaq pushing higher here. New highs.
So do she and I switch
Wow.
right now, right? Or we are here together?
Who's switching? What do we both let you know? Stand by.
Well, here we are.
Coach J
Coming
and D
into
are
the
going to be
target.
swapping out.
Yeah, I think I'm heading out.
Yes. Anne-Marie, why you want to get out of here? Where are you trying to go?
No, I'm good to stay.
Okay.
Great to stay. Here we are, coming into the target.
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 We good to go? Okay, thank you.
Nice,
Yes,
baby.
yes. Thank you very much. Coach Jay, thanks for jumping on here. Head coach of the Lunatics, team on slow markets tonight, as well as, at the buzzer as well. We're making new highs here. Coach Jay, come on in. Let's sign you off. Quick words of wisdom before you get out of here.
Trade well. Markets are finally moving. So let's catch them. I will catch you guys for slow markets with Dakota tonight, and for at the buzzer with Coach Paul. But good trading, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Jay. Let's bring in the star. Yes, that doorbell. Get her in here.
That may take a few seconds. But we're cooking.
Right. Well, yes, we are. We're pushing the upside, pushing higher here. 59.48 new highs in the ES. 21,514 in the NQ. Nothing else really moving here. Jack, any prices?
SPX fill will be 59.40.
59.54. Important around there as far as like possible targets.
Yep. Same.
59.54, 59.70. Sorry, 59.65. I'm back to saying equities.
Okay. Who hit the buy button? Who is cooking here?
A lot of single prints just showed up there, so might have been stops getting run just up there. Wiggling it around that 50% mark of that Globex open. Listen, if you don't watch that hour, that first hour, because you think, there's hardly any volume, those lines in the sand have been so important lately. You can just see all the traders just leaning on the math to keep them in between the rails.
See if
Bitcoin making a run at 110. We're at 109.250 in the spot market. Google up 5%.
higher. Micro Bitcoin on a tear.
Alexi, we've been talking about Bitcoin.
We have finally saw Bitcoin. Got 54. I did see 71% long in ES. The average price. Sorry about that. 59.33. They are in the money by 12 points. Let's see what we do these 59.40 or 59.50s. Didn't quite get there. Anything on you got any levels? I'm just doing pull my Michael here. You got any levels up here in the ES? Taking a look at it. What the 50s? ES is lagging right now. I know you're off. I'll take a look for you here.
Yeah, we've got the Nasdaq has already finished the value acceptance play. The S&Ps are lagging way behind that.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see on my chart here, close the gap. I've got TPO value low in the S&P is just about at the session high right now, 59.48 and a quarter. 48 and a quarter is TPO value high or value low. So there's been no acceptance of value in the S&Ps where we've already been through the value area from yesterday in the Nasdaq. So the S&P is certainly doing a lot of lagging on this, but if we are looking for targets above, we've got value low, TPO value low, 59.48 quarter. We've got TPO point of control, 59.5675, and we've got TPO value high, 59.6675. Above that, I see last week's high.
Ding dong.
Yes.
There she is.
Come on in. Yes, there she is. Lower left-hand corner. Hello, D. D? Tell us the good news.
Hello, what's happening? Sorry, I was like zoning out here, waiting for the doorbell.
Yes. All right, D, come on in. What is the exciting news that we have for you? Tell us, D, please.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm back in the live account.
Woo.
Didn't take long. About a month and a
Fantastic.
half, under 2 months. So yeah, we're back.
Awesome.
Super exciting.
Congratulations,
What
D.
were you mainly trading?
I was trading copper, natural gas, and then in the last week I was also kind of dipping into platinum because platinum is starting to break out. It's actually looking pretty interesting for some continuation moves. Broke through the top of the weekly range, so it's back on the market for me. But mainly what I was trading was copper and natural gas by probably about 80% of everything that I was doing. And it's working out pretty well. So we're going to keep that going into the live. Obviously, some slight changes there. And I think I'm going to be pretty active, giving some feedback to the team as well about the platform and stuff this time around, being a little bit more vocal.
Oh,
but yeah, super exciting. Yeah. Back on the live side of things.
Excellent. D, you said what those three, copper, nat gas, and platinum, what was the most profitable of those three? Where'd you find your sweet spot amongst those three?
I think copper. Copper has been my baby now for a while. It's a vastly underrated market. You do have to watch the volatility on copper. There's a measure called C-vol, which is kind of the VIX for copper and for platinum and for everything else. And I have sort of my cutoff points when it drops a certain number to or below a certain number, I will not trade it. But when its volatility is at a particularly nice level, like between sort of 22 and 30, it makes it very, very tasty. So it's been a good, easy trade, mainly directional. Respects levels, I seem to be reading it really well. And natural gas was kind of along the same lines. It was not as affected by the Trump tariff volatility as some of the other products. But it was also beautiful. Once it moves, it moves. There's a reason why we call it the Widowmaker, right?
Yes. Do you have any trades on
Just
right
an
now,
update
D?
real quick. in case we
Jack.
missed it,
No,
speaking
but I'm
of
talking
metals, we
platinum.
did
Yeah, so-
we did cover covers of generous way to say stop out that gold trade, but the house account's flat up $743.
Nice.
Good job.
Absolutely. D,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
in a
thinking
platinum
continued
trade.
platinum. No,
Okay.
well, not yet, but I'm thinking that we go higher towards the 1100s, which is where the next options strikes are, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. This is a
Wow.
daily chart, but
Look at
maybe
that
we can
chart.
go to my chart for a second.
D. Always thinking markets. Congratulations, D. Been friends for a
Thank
long time.
you.
I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. Yes, it's good to be back. Be
One
back,
of the hardest
definitely.
working people I know.
Oh, thank you. So kind. Well, you're my mentor. You're the reason why everything's happening. So, you know,
Well, it's all you, man. It's all you. This is fantastic.
I'm not sharing my
Really,
charts.
really
Yeah,
pleased.
that would be helpful.
Look at crude.
Hold on
Crude
a
down and to the
second.
right. All good, D. Oh, we still got this crude trade
Yeah.
going. We're short from 62.7.
Oh, no.
We're about
We're
a buck in the
flat.
money.
We're,
Yes,
we're out of it.
we're flat.
We're out of that.
Get with it. Get with it, trade.
We're out of
Come
that.
on.
Up around 62 bucks.
All right.
Right around settlement. But yeah, it is finally playing out the value special situation play. But
All right,
three
share
and
my
a half to
charts now.
one reward over risk on that trade is a good trade.
Nice one. Here we are. So, weekly chart of platinum. It's been stuck in a range forever. And today we broke through this 1080 level. If we look on the daily chart, it has been building volume to the upside. That is typically quite conducive to breakouts. So I don't necessarily want to go against this unless it's like very late in the day. And we'll see if this can continue. I am looking for some imbalance on the dome to the upside, something that we can hunt to the upside. Right now, I'm not seeing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But if I see something, the long platinum is going to be first one on the cards because it smashed through all of the averages. That's typically a good sign that we're in a single direction day. And on those types of days, the mean reversion D has to sit in the corner on the naughty step, while the directional D does what she's supposed to be doing. So, yeah, we
I
have
like
some
that
single
naughty
prints. We
step.
can lead on those. Yes,
Sounds
naughty
good.
step. The mean reversion naughty step. I don't know what you remember. There used to be a show called The Nanny or something like that. And there was this woman that was going around people's houses dealing with naughty children. So she was employing the naughty step as a behavioral measure. When kids misbehave, she would send them on the naughty step. So they would like sit there and cry. Well, I'm a mean reversion trader by nature, but some days that part of me has to be like, sidelined. And it's something that goes against my nature, but you have to do what's right for your P&L, not what you think you should be doing. Follow the plan, follow the data, and stay objective. So that's what I'm trying to do here.
Is that the one with Fran Drescher, whatever her name is? Am I thinking about the
I
same
think he's
thing?
talking about a
No,
reality
She
no,
show.
was
that
the
was
nanny.
that was a
Yeah.
sitcom. That was a
My bad,
sitcom.
my
Yeah,
bad.
there was the one
taking
I'm talking
notes.
about is the reality TV show.
Yeah.
Yes, Jack.
Not sorry.
Same Jack over
Jeez.
there.
Yup.
The naughty steps.
Sorry,
Just our
man.
set of
Naughty
people to
steps,
the naughty steps.
Yup. All right.
Yeah.
D, last time you took a crude trade, you over crude, just in the rearview mirror, get out of here.
I took a crude trade, I think it was 2.5 weeks ago, and it did
Get out, yeah.
work. So, yeah, so every so often I'm like, okay. But then I told Hoop right away, I was like, Hoop, I traded crude oil. And he was like, no. And I was like, no, it worked. It was fine. But I try not to go to it too often because on most days it's just not my type of a market anymore. Back in the day, you had like $3 to $4 of range. And if
I
you were
miss those
wrong on
days.
the trade, it would show, yeah, me too. It would really show you that you are wrong and then enable you to correct and profit to the opposite side. But what's been happening for the last, I don't know, year and a half now is that it kind of does one move for one day and you're thinking, wow, this is it. And then the next day it's stuck at like 100 ticks, like barely a dollar range. And if you miss the one move, you're done. So this is why I moved away from it. I don't like markets like that. And as soon as something falls below 180 ticks per day, I'm like, not
Later.
touching that, because that's across 3 sessions as well. It's across Asia, London, and NYMEX. Whereas before, NYMEX was the one that had at least 250, 300 ticks on offer. So I need my tickage. I need the amount of tickage to be available
Well,
for me to do my type of trading.
excellent. Congratulations. You got 8 minutes till the London close. Anne Marie, any levels? Look at some supply areas, perhaps up at this 59.50. Last trade 59.46 in the ES. Maybe you'll push lower here. I know you're a mean reversion trader, Anne Marie. Where's she go? Anne Marie, yes. We're gonna get back to the mean. Where is that exactly? Looking at the ES here.
So I think really what we're battling against is the close of yesterday, which was that 59.54-ish number. And we just rejected it. My take profit was at the 50% marker. So I'm flat from there, from
Yep.
the move from 31 to 47 and a quarter. And so now I have to wait because it's sitting in a space where I suspect it's going to hold, but I'm looking for that move back into just a super heavy congested zone. There's a high value node at 59.48, and then yesterday's implied vol move event was 59.44. So those are the areas that I suspect the traders are going to try and press through. And we're going to get shorts caught flat-footed if we breach that 55 area that could take us to Jack's 50. Excuse me, to 59.70.
59.48.
Yeah, we pulled back and checked the top of the initial balance in the ES. We're still hanging out just above it. We haven't taken out the 59.54 yet.
Long bonds trade still working.
It is, yeah. I put it on as a practice thing. Got to get MP to uncork that for me. I've peeled off about half of it.
What was it? Oh, you're leading up against the 5%?
Yeah. And
Okay.
that, especially during the New York session, I feel like that's just kept on getting rejected.
Might be another leg higher here in the Nasdaq. Was that a bull flag? Nasdaq. D, you made your bread and butter, copper, nat gas, platinum.
Yeah.
People might ask, equities, not your thing, never has been your thing. I remember S&Ps back in the day. Remember it was like an 8-point range? Remember 8-point ranges in the S&Ps?
Oh,
I
do.
4-point range.
Well,
I'd
I
still
remember
trade
4
DAX.
points.
Yeah, 4 points is what it was on when I started working for prop, and I couldn't understand why people would be ever trading it. I was like, what do you get from this? This is painful. And then obviously COVID changed that.
Yep.
It kind of
What
got
year
a
was
little
that
bit
when
better.
you started, G? What year did you start trading the
2013.
S&Ps?
2013.
13, okay.
Yeah, a long time ago. And it would still trade it every so often, but for the most part, it was just like, oh yeah, a few points here and there. I don't know. It never really resonated with me. But DAX is lovely for London. And in fact, when we started the London streams, the idea was that we're gonna have DAX, and then we didn't get DAX. And then D was like, oh God, what do I trade now? Oh no! So I kind of went through this big another learning step. And trading is all about continuous learning anyways. I don't have a problem with
Yes.
that, but to do it so publicly, that was a little bit difficult. But at the same time, I had people like Carl Hungus who was saying to me, "Hey, look at copper.
Oh,
It moves well for London." So it was Carl that made me look at it. And then I spent about 3-4 months just doing combines, trying to see whether my style of trading would work on it, how does it respect levels, how much does it overshoot levels for or buy. And then I started combining everything with the options levels as well, and that was a real game changer because it gave me another layer to whatever was going on. So even if I didn't have my levels, I still had another way of looking at the situational awareness. So yeah, and from there onwards, everything became a little easier. And now that's what we trade for London. So, go figure. So thank you, Chad. Thank you, Carl.
Hungus. Is Hungus here today?
Yeah, that's a
How about
nice
that,
hat
Hungus?
tip. So nice hat tip to him.
Yeah.
Grinding. Markets in our holding pattern.
Right.
It's just hurry up and wait. Right when D came out, we saw some buying. Now we're just holding. Stair stepping, as Dolby Time would say. Speaking of Dolby Time, we'll see him after the morning recap with myself. Zamco will be joining us. Zamco. Then Gabe,
Nice.
Anne Marie, and D for Lunchbox Trading. Awesome. Deanna, you're going to be on top quiz with Gabe. Are you prepared? Did you study?
I know. I've spent all week studying for top quiz. Yes.
They've had
Excellent.
fun questions. They did. They
The
had
questions are
fun
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gabe,
The middle
come
of the
on in
week.
here. This is day what? Day 8, day 7, day 8. Chat, what
Day
is he
8,
coming on here
dude.
to announce? What is he coming on here? Go ahead, Gabe.
Have you heard the good news? It's last call. So today at 5 p.m. in Discord, Coach Robert, aka the Riz, is doing his final Q&A as of right now. There might be more in the future, but for now, he's doing a Q&A for all the traders who are in the Discord in the TopstepX API channel. It's going to be, once again, 5 p.m. Central. A great opportunity to get your questions answered. Spend some time with the community, those that are already building some of the tools that they've kind of had the opportunity to crack open with this new release. And if you're not aware, TopstepX has the API feature available to you now. It gives you the ability to automate your strategies, connect external tools, and build custom risk controls. So a great opportunity. Possibilities are endless. You have lots of different languages you can choose from. So depending on what you're comfortable in developing in, whether it's Python, Java, .NET, or whatever, you can unlock access to TopstepX APIs directly through your platform. You can go to the little gear icon on the left and go all the way on the right side next to miscellaneous. You'll have an API connection button. It'll take you directly to the Project X dashboard. You can also actually just follow the link that we're going to be pinning in chat for you. So if you want to get taken directly to the Project X dashboard, you can subscribe for $29 a month. You can use code TOPSTEP for 50% off the duration of your subscription. But that is what I got for you. Day 8. This will probably be the last you'll see of me forever.
No.
Just kidding.
Forever?
Just kidding.
Forever?
No, not forever. But
okay, good.
I've asked Danielle kindly to remove me from this announcement. You've seen it too many times.
How does it feel to be done?
Oh, it feels so
great.
well, Gabe.
Oh, I appreciate it. It feels great. It's been a long time coming. Been waiting for this moment. Shout out to Mom. She's been really encouraging me through the motions of each day here. But yeah, it'll be good to have a day off tomorrow. So, but yeah, excited to be on Top Quiz later. I actually still have to write the quiz. That's what I'm going to go do now. So, Deanna, shoot me some questions if you have anything specific you want me to throw in.
Wow, stacking the deck.
Is that how we're doing?
No. I didn't say that. What are you talking about? All right, I'll see y'all later this afternoon.
Thank you, Gabe. London closed 5 seconds. London closed 5 seconds. Get back to work, Gabe. Yes. We got Deanna in the house. Going live fun. And we got Anne Marie in the house. Jack and Hogue. Selves Top Step TV. This is Fast Markets. London has closed. Let's see what happens here. We got 25 minutes. Fast Markets. Another stair step higher. Take a look at the news. What do we have on tap? Bottom of the hour. President is, this is all they say. Trump greets South African president. Every day, they got hour by hour what the president is scheduled to do. Maybe he speaks every time there's a microphone. Has the propensity to speak, so we'll see that.
Boy, does he.
The market's getting a little numb to anything from there.
Yeah.
Anne Marie, are you still on?
All right.
No, sir. I took it at my 50% target up into that little blue area of the box. So I am flat.
Okay. Nice trade.
Right, let's try this platinum
Thank you.
long.
What's that?
You win?
I'm trying a platinum long, very wide
Shit, hit me.
stop because of the size of the candles on the 30-minute chart. So we'll
Cool.
see what happens here. I entered at 88.4, not the greatest, but
Okay.
kind of forgot about the euro close. Usually I wait for a bit of a shakeout, but here we are. We have
88.4.
a little bit of an imbalance around 1086.3. So we'll see if they want to hunt that back up. And let's see what they want to do with the last half an hour before lunch.
88.4. Okay, what's your
right,
upside
Andre.
target, D? You're looking at 1100s to the upside, D. We didn't get there. What's?
I'm
I'll come
looking
right
at
back to you, Jack. Yeah.
Yep, 1100 as the upside. That is where we have some call resistance from 0DTs, gamma wall. So given the fact that this has been pretty directional, I expect a bit of a wiggle here and then a continuation at some point. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. That's fine. Risk is controlled, risking 350 on this trade. And
Okay.
if we get all the way up to my level, it's going to be a nice sort of 585. So nothing too large. It's just a combine. I'm waiting for my live account. Obviously, that usually takes 3 to 5 days. And in the meantime, we're just going to keep a pulse on the market.
Okay. What's up, Jack? You had something. You had a
I
hot
was
biscuit
say,
for me.
I
What'd you
just, I
have?
just downloaded some new webcam software. I should look a little less electric white now.
There you go.
What do we
Thanks for
think?
the update, Jack. Appreciate
You
I
it.
can
look
go
good, Jack.
more. I can
You
go
look good.
more.
I think it's
You look
still a
burnt.
little overexposed I mean,
Oh, it
I'm
100%
sitting here in
is,
a pretty
but
dark
I can't
room.
mess
Yeah.
around. I can't mess around right now with the lights and stuff in here. I'll
No.
get it set out for tomorrow because that's what people want to see.
Hey, that's what they came here
Yeah.
to see.
Well, hey,
All right.
I'm all right with staying Jack in the house. No problem there. Big halo.
Let's trade in platinum.
Oh,
1086 half. All right,
Oops.
let's see.
Yeah.
Get cooking here. All good. And we do have another VIP
That's
check.
better.
How many VIP we're on? Was it 21? How many 21 for 21s do we have out there? How many 20s? How many 15 for 21s do we have out there? Who has more? Who's cheating and has more? 21 for 21. I'm just kidding. If you win top quiz, top 25 and top quiz gets you an additional entry into the draft. Have them all. Good job, James Hansen. There you go. Donato, good job. Draft next month. That's all I can say. Can't tell you. Can't tell you exactly. All right, back to entry here, D.
Mm-hmm. With days like these, I
21.
don't like to nitpick on stops, especially not in and around euro close. So I would usually start with a small size, see how it goes. If it gets back up to entry, I might add, or I might just, leave it at the original position. So we'll see. It's a very directional day, so I don't feel like fighting it.
Tell John. Nah, K Trader, don't start. Do not start. We don't say those words around here. Actually, we were in a merchandise meeting yesterday, brand meeting, and talking about some cute little catchphrases we could put on some merchandise, some swag here. And that word was brought up, K Trader. Put that
I'm
on
sure
a
it was.
t-shirt. Yes, it was. I guess we'll have catchphrases in there, but yes, we'll see if we do that. That just leads to complete chaos. We do say that word. Shout out to Andy. Where's Andy been? I haven't seen Andy in the chat for a minute. Might be pushing lower here in the ES 5945. Dolby time gets on here. Take a look at these trades. D, what is your strategy? UJ wants to know point blank. What is your strategy, D?
My strategy is a unique blend of supply and demand, market profile, includes volume profile as well, quantitative